Hello, my name is Lorianne Lumbie, and I am the author of Song of the Beloved, the Gospel according to Mary Magdalene. Song of the Beloved is now available on Amazon.com, and I want to share with you today the prologue of the book to give you some insights as to what this book might be about. So thank you for listening, and thank you for checking out this book. I think you'll find it nourishing, supporting, empowering, and inspiring. These are the words of Mary Magdalene. As I face the twilight of my life, I find myself drawn to thoughts of the past. Although I am grateful for the hospitality of the sisters of the Holy Isle of Avalon, who have provided a home and a sanctuary for me in my dying years, and have found a great joy in their presence and our shared work, my heart still aches for the life I have known and those I have loved. It is of one life and one love that the Holy Sisters have asked me to write, so that they may preserve these stories for the generations to come. 60 years have passed since that time, but the experiences remain etched in my heart. The life and love of which I speak belongs to the time I shared with my beloved, Jesus Bar Joseph. It was through Jesus that I was healed of the demons that destroyed the innocence and wonder I had enjoyed as a child, and it was through Jesus that I was restored to my original nature, remembering my oneness with God in love. It was also through Jesus that I discovered the calling of my soul to be a vessel of God's love in the world, to bring healing and comfort to many, and to share the good news of God's unconditional love. And it was with Jesus that I first lived out this calling. Jesus became not only my teacher, but my closest friend and companion, my partner in ministry, my beloved, and my husband. The love that Jesus offers, however, was never just for me alone. The love that Jesus embodies was for everyone, and was intended to bring freedom and liberation to a world trapped in fear. Through his words, his touch, his very presence, he acts as a mirror, showing those with eyes to see the truth of their divine and loving nature. In Jesus' presence, we are empowered to remember our truest nature as beloved sons and daughters of Abun, the name by which Jesus called God. The awareness of our truest nature brings the peace and joy for which every man, woman, and child hungers, and then compels us to go out into the world to be that awakening love for others, as Jesus has done for us. This is the true wonder of Jesus. Not the miracles he accomplished, the stories he told, or even the courage that allowed him to face death on the cross. Neither was it the resurrection. Instead, the miracle of Jesus Bar Joseph is that his love transcends all fear for all time. It is this love that beckoned me to boldly stand beside him in being an example of God's love in the world, and to courageously continue this mission despite the sword that pierced my heart on the day of his death. It is the transforming power of his love that has raised many from suffering and darkness to discover new life. I cherish the words he offered to me as comfort in my own times of darkness. Do not be afraid. I am with you always, even until the end of time. And I now understand these words are meant for all of us. Although the loss of Jesus' physical presence has caused me great sorrow, I am filled each day with the joy of experiencing and sharing the fullness of his love. Jesus' presence has healed me, given me comfort, guided my steps, and led me to truth. It is for this reason that he has come, not to me alone, but for the whole world, that we may all know peace, and so that we may all come to know that God dwells within us and seeks to be known in the world through our own unique giftedness and call. Much has been and will be written about Jesus' life and teachings, but the limitations of words and perceptions prevent the fullness of his message from being understood. It is for the sake of this message that I bare my heart and soul and proclaim the song of my beloved. Mary of the house of Lazarus, the Magdalene. Song of the Beloved is available for purchase on Amazon.com in hard copy and Kindle version. I encourage you to check out this book. It is a provocative retelling of the Jesus story. And let me read to you the description on the back cover. Song of the Beloved is a provocative retelling of the Jesus story from the perspective of Mary Magdalene. After 14 years of suffering the debilitating effects of trauma, Mary is healed by Jesus. She then becomes his most enthusiastic and devoted disciple, later becoming his companion, co-minister, beloved, and wife. Designated the Magdalene, Mary is appointed to carry on Jesus' ministry after his death. A great work of fiction inspired by scripture, historical documents, and ancient sacred texts. Song of the Beloved provides nourishment and inspiration for those in search of a relevant Christianity, with Jesus and Mary as two who lived the fullness of the human experience while teaching us how to love. Thank you.